Don't listen to the person who has the answers. Listen to the person who has the questions. 100 times every day I remind myself that my inner and outer life depend on the labors of other men, living and dead, and that I must exert myself in order to give in the same measure as I received and am still receiving. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. A calm and modest life brings more happiness than the pursuit of success combined with constant restlessness. A person who is religiously enlightened appears to me to be one who has, to the best of his ability, liberated himself from the fetters of his selfish desires and is preoccupied with thoughts, feelings, and aspirations to which he clings because of their superpersonal value. As far as I'm concerned, I prefer silent vice to ostentatious virtue. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. A person starts to live when he can live outside himself. All of one's contemporaries and aging friends are living in a delicate balance, and one feels that one's own consciousness is no longer as brightly lit as it once was. But then, twilight with its more subdued colors has its charms as well. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. A new type of thinking is essential if mankind is to survive and move toward higher levels. There are two ways to live. You can live as if nothing is a miracle. You can live as if everything is a miracle. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or objects. If A is a success in life, then A equals X plus Y plus Z. Work is X, Y is play, and Z is keeping your mouth shut. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Once you stop learning, you start dying. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Everybody is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. There comes a time when the mind takes a higher plane of knowledge but can never prove how it got there. No amount of experimentation can ever prove me right. A single experiment can prove me wrong. The only source of knowledge is experience. All that is valuable in human society depends upon the opportunity for development accorded the individual. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. Truth is what stands the test of experience. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. The value of achievement lies in the achieving. A clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it. Never give up on what you really want to do. The person with big dream is more powerful than the one with all facts. If you cannot explain it simply, you do not understand it well enough. The difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. A little knowledge is dangerous. So is a lot. Small is the number of people who see with their eyes and think with their minds. Two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the universe. I am enough of an artist to draw freely upon my imagination. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world. If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. If you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. Logic will get you from A to Z. Imagination will get you everywhere. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university. Never memorize something that you can look up. When you are courting a nice girl, an hour seems like a second. When you sit on a red-hot cinder, a second seems like an hour. That's relativity. Science without religion is lame, religion without science is blind. Any fool can know, the point is to understand. Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. If we knew what it was we were doing, it would not be called research, would it? I have no special talents. I am only passionately curious. A human being is a part oft-whole called by us universe, a part limited in time and space. He experiences himself, his thoughts and feeling as something separated from the rest, a kind of optical delusion of his consciousness. This delusion is a kind operation for us, restricting us to our person. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. Once you can accept the universe as matter expanding into nothing that is something, wearing stripes with plaid comes easy. The most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious. It is the fundamental emotion that stands at the cradle of true art and true science. If I were not a physicist, I would probably be a musician. I often think in music. I live my daydreams in music. I see my life in terms of music. I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. You never fail until you stop trying. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change. Gravitation is not responsible for people falling in love. It is not that I'm so smart, but I stay with the questions much longer. Creativity is intelligence having fun. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. Black holes are where God divided by zero. Everything must be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. The best way to cheer yourself is to cheer somebody else up. Whoever is careless with the truth in small matters cannot be trusted with important matters. When you trip over love, it is easy to get up, but when you fall in love, it is impossible to stand again. What is right is not always popular, and what is popular is not always right. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. A question that sometimes drives me hazy: am I or are the others crazy? Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. The pursuit of truth and beauty is a sphere of activity in which we are permitted to remain children all our lives. We dance for laughter, we dance for tears, we dance for madness, we dance for fears, we dance for hopes, we dance for screams. We are the dancers, we create the dreams. The woman who follows the crowd will usually go no further than the crowd. The woman who walks alone is likely to find herself in places no one has ever been before. It would be possible to describe everything scientifically, but it would make no sense. It would be without meaning, as if you described a Beethoven symphony as a variation of wave pressure. Time is an illusion. I must be willing to give up what I am in order to become what I will be. Love is a better master than duty.